mi var? Geliyor.
Yes, I can hear the
O
translation.
süper. Tamam. Öncelikle ülkemize hoş geldiniz. Daha önce de geldiniz ama bir kez daha
How
söyleyeyim.
many of the audience can speak English?
İngilizce
hands up if you
konuşabilenler
speak
kim?
English.
İngilizce konuşanlar.
Yalancılar indirsin.
Little bit English. So it'd be alright if we spoke English.
Sure.
then.
It's beautiful, I can understand.
How many speak Russian? No. French? Okay. Okay, two. Okay. We're not gonna get very far.
Evet, o zaman Türkçe sorabileceğiz herhalde Russell'a. Böyle bir film çekmeye nasıl karar verdin?
It's, you know, I always base the decisions that I make. If I read something that has an effect on me, you know, I call it the goosebump factor. You know, if I find myself having a visceral experience with the script, and there was something extra with this one where not only I was having the visceral experience, but I just had a deep feeling that I wanted to be responsible for it. I wanted to be the person that brought it to life. And the big thing that happened with me is that there was in the script, you know, Gallipoli to Australia, Chinakli to Australia it's a very significant iconographic cultural moment. It's partially, you know, seen as when Australia really becomes a nation. But I was kind of embarrassed to realize as I was reading the script that I'd never really taken a Turkish point of view. And that's what this script had in it, you know, so it had a balance of the story. So that's what made it more compelling.
Evet, aslında hani bizim açımızdan da bakmış olması, demin de zaten konuştuk ve etkilenmiş olması çok önemli. Sonuçta filmi çeken kendisi, iki yönetmenlik denemesi biliyorsunuz. O filmi de zaten çektikten sonra görüyoruz ki zaten ortadan bir bakış sergilemiş. Sonuçta savaş çok kötü bir şey. Hiçbirimiz savaşı istemiyoruz ve sevmiyoruz. Avustralya için de Çanakkale çok çok önemli bildiğim kadarıyla. Sen de Yeni Zelandalısın ama Avustralya'da yaşadın galiba.
Yeah, I was born in New Zealand, but I got to Australia first when I was 4, and then I lived in New Zealand again between 13 and 21, and then I moved back to Australia.
Peki, ilk sorumuz tabii Türk olarak merak ediyoruz. Bizim için çok önemli iki isimle çalıştınız. Nereden aklınıza geldi Cem Yılmaz ve Yılmaz Erdoğan?
Who?
When I first came to Turkey to look at locations and stuff, I started watching a lot of Turkish films, and I saw maybe 4 or 5 films that Jem was in, and maybe the same with Yılmaz, and I decided, well, these are the two that I want to get, you know, and so I discussed that with the people at the film company here that were working at, and they said that's impossible. You're not going to get those two guys in the same movie. That's like they said, it's like the Paul Newman and Robert Redford of Turkish cinema.
But there was a discount for if you buy both.
That's what I was hoping. Yeah.
Mesela Cem Yılmaz'ı genelde biz daha neşeli filmlerde gördük. Ciddi bir filme Cem Yılmaz'ı ikna etmek lazım. Nasıl ikna ettik? Ben merak ettim onu.
Well, Yılmaz was easy. We had a discussion, you know, he saw what I was saying, he really wanted to do it, so that was easy. Yeah. This guy, oh my Lord, this guy had to chase him around the city.
No, man, I was just learning English.
It was cool. That pursuit, you know, the thing with Jem though, even though he was sort of like pushing it away as an idea to start with, he was still actually giving me ideas for the character, which I knew meant that his heart was actually engaged. You know, even though his head was saying, no, I can't do it. You know, he was going, no, I can't do it. But if I did, this thing I could do. I was going, okay, cool. So we just have to work on that, you know. So.
Yani karakter üzerinde değişiklikler oldu diyebilir miyiz ufak tefek o zaman? Görüştükten sonra karakter mi değişti biraz?
Yeah, I mean, you want to get actors who engage themselves to the point where they start giving you the ideas that feel natural to them, you know, on behalf of that character. So you know, it's just a healthier and stronger collaboration if you're working with people that have ideas. You know.
Peki insan olarak da tanıma fırsatı buldun. Normal şartlarda hakikaten ülkemizdeki en komik isimler ve çok değerli isimler ikisi de. Normal hayatta da gerçekten eğlendin mi onlarla beraber olurken?
Russell bizden daha komik.
Oh, it's so hard to have fun with these two. It's very difficult. Boom. Yeah, no, they're great guys. I mean, this is the thing that I learned, you know. They're consummate actors. They have very high skill level. They're dedicated, committed. You know, it was a perfect situation for me.
Olga'ya da hoş geldin diyoruz ülkemize.
Teşekkürler. I prepared a little speech, but I don't know if it's too early to say it. Should I just say it? I tried to learn it by heart, but it was a little difficult, so maybe
Evet, çalışmış bir şeyler söyleyecek. Bir şeyler söyleyecek, çalışmış. Evet, dinliyoruz.
So, merhabalar Türkiye. Burada olmaktan çok mutluyum. You don't have to translate it to me. I know what I'm saying. She's not playing. Umarım filmimizi beğenirsiniz. Çok teşekkürler. Did you understand?
Almost perfect.
Bu arada Olga...
I just learned it. It's the first
Bu arada arkadaşlar Olga
That's why I
filmde
said almost.
bir Türk kadınını canlandırıyor. O yüzden tabii ki sorumuz şu. Türk kadını canlandırmak nasıl bir duyguydu? Bununla ilgili herhangi bir çalışma yaptı mı?
No, I didn't really. It wasn't required for me to do that, but I just wanted to understand words and learn a little bit. And then, of course, I worked with a coach, with two different coaches on my pronunciation, and yeah, it was tough work. I mean, Russell had me do, as I call it, the intellectual boot camp. He had me rehearse for like 2 weeks. I was basically locked in a room with the coach, and I was not allowed to get out.
Yes, I locked the door.
He locked the door. I couldn't get out. I was stuck.